Work from home jobs. It sounds like a dream, but how is this something that can be an actual possibility for us? Working from home is relatively a new concept as it is becoming more and more accessible to everybody. Working from home is something that especially caught my eye being a college student, having to juggle having a social life and having to go to class and study for all of my classes. It can be hard to find time to actually go out into the world and work. It can be hard to juggle all of that and then also have to worry about working. But thanks to my brother Matt, which he has an online business and a YouTube channel called Make Money Matt if you want to check him out, he has sort of opened a door for me onto the world of online jobs and an online workspace. And he started working online when he was in high school, so he's had his fair share of trying stuff out and seeing what works and what doesn't. So for today's video, we're going to be taking the knowledge that he has given me and looking into some online jobs that all of us can be doing. Something that I'd also like to note while being a college student is sometimes my work schedule can be inconsistent, meaning one week I am flushed with homework and I have to study for exams, so it can be hard to really commit to one job, which is why working from home is such a great option for me. And for all of these options that I found today, you do not need any prior experience, which is great because you can jump into these jobs and start making potentially $32 an hour, which is crazy, all from just being in your bed and relaxing. And make sure to stay tuned for the last work from home job because it is personally one of my favorites and you will get a ton of value from it. So let's just get straight into the video. First, let's talk about ChatGPT. It is truly everywhere nowadays. I hear it all the time. Even when I'm in class, my professors are like, do not use ChatGPT to do your homework. And then I open my Instagram and I see AI videos of, they can literally make videos of celebrities when the celebrities aren't even present. It's actually crazy. And they can make voices. They can make Harry Styles' voice singing a Taylor Swift song. It's getting crazy, but ChatGPT is everywhere nonetheless. And if you don't know what it is just basically an AI software. And it's a software that you can do a lot of things with. You can specifically ask it a question and have it answer for you. You could have it write you an essay, which I don't recommend you doing because they now run your essays through ChatGPT, checkers, or whatever. You can create different social media posts or different scripts for a YouTube video. And it can sometimes be a scary thing because we might be thinking, well, AI or robots are taking over the world. But ChatGPT has brought us a new job potential with the online market. And this is simply by being a prompt expert. So something that not a lot of people know about AI is AI actually needs to be trained by someone in order to answer these different prompts. And these big companies are constantly looking for people to help them do exactly so. But how does one exactly generate a prompt or know how to do that? Coursera and Udemy offer different courses teaching you how to do exactly this because they can give you a lot of great techniques and just more in-depth tutorials. However, you can also check out tutorials on YouTube that are just simply free. But once you look into the skill a little more and maybe master it, then you can get hired by a ton of different digital marketing companies. And you can help them come up with different product descriptions or different captions, meaning just different social media content with ChatGPT. And my brother even told me that ChatGPT experts are sometimes making even over 6 figures, which is absolutely insane. Why am I in college? Just kidding. And then another idea with this ChatGPT prompting skill that you have learned, you could create courses on a site like Gumroad and teach people how to do this yourself and make some extra money this way. And then there you have a passive income on top of the ChatGPT prompter. Now on to our next job, which is, I'm just gonna start out by saying we all have opinions, don't we? And most of the time we love giving our opinions, whether it's saying if a movie is good or bad, or if a book is good or bad, or maybe an app on a phone, if that's good or bad. Now this is something that we all do on a day-to-day basis, whether we realize it or not, but you could actually make money by doing this online. And this is going to be through Google Opinion Rewards. And the job here is just filling out some quick surveys and giving your opinion on things or reviewing things. And when you start out on this app, they will ask you a few questions about yourself, and then the app will start to notify you whenever a new survey is available. And you can just fill them out whenever it's convenient to you. So this could be reviewing different products that you have, or reviewing an app on a phone, like I said, or you could be reviewing different ads even. And this is simply just to help different companies know what their consumers want and what they need feedback on. And you might be thinking, well, Kayla, I really don't want to sit down for an hour and only make 2 cents off of a stupid survey. Well, the good news here is these surveys only take around 20 seconds and they can be paying you up to $1, which is crazy for just 20 seconds of your time. And they can pay you through PayPal or Google Play credits. And a lot of people out there that I know, they express their opinions for free, so maybe they should look into making some money with it. Now, there are a lot of websites out there that will claim to give you money for taking surveys, but some of these aren't always going to be the truth, so just make sure to stay away from those type of websites, and I would just sway you towards Google Opinion Rewards. But for something like taking surveys online, I would say this would be considered more of a good side hustle to just make some good money here and there. Next, we're gonna talk about being a transcriptionist. Now, what in the world does this mean? A transcriptionist is basically just listening to an audio and writing down what you hear. So you could be watching a YouTube video and then typing out what the people are saying, because sometimes companies just need captions for their videos, or they need a description of a video. You can become a transcriptionist on a multitude of different websites, such as TranscribeMe or Rev.com or Fiverr and Upwork. At times, it can be as easy as simply listening to an audio file and then simply just typing it out, but at other times it can be a little bit more technical, meaning sometimes you could be listening to different court proceeding audio files and then just listening to that going on and on and on, and you just need to have the right attention span for this one. But the good news with being a transcriptionist online is you get to pick what kind of work you are doing. So you could simply be transcribing different YouTube videos. And a lot of the time when I'm watching YouTube and I put on the auto-generated captions, I notice that not all of the captions are going to be 100% correct. You could be captioning all of these videos that don't have the correct subtitles already. And it pays off too, because you're simply getting entertainment while also working, because you're just typing what you're hearing and watching a video, which is pretty sweet. And then if you're writing captions in something that we call real time, which is just matching the captions with the words that are being said, you can get paid more for doing this specific kind of work. But if you manage to find the right connections with different people, you could even create a profile on LinkedIn to offer your services even further. And if you find a good corporate job over time with this transcriptionist side hustle, work from home job, you could be getting up to 50 grand a year, which would be pretty cool from just teaching yourself how to do it. And then of course the salary can only go up from there as you keep learning. A lot of students nowadays prefer to be doing their classes online, and I don't blame them, because I'm one of those people that definitely prefers to be doing online classes, because then I can do all of my homework just on my own time, which is nice. So we have these online students, but did you also know there's a thing as being an online teacher or a professor? So if you have some extra knowledge in your brain, maybe you did super well in math when you were in high school, or maybe you did just super well in English or in science, whatever it is. I definitely didn't do the best in science, but you could help other students out with their homework simply, or just learning. Preply.com is a great example of a website where you can put all of these skills to work and just help other people learn. And this isn't even a teaching website that is just for subjects in school. This could also be a good job for you if you speak in 2 different languages or 3 different languages. Go you. But a lot of people come to this website to simply learn languages. So if this is something that you could potentially do, that would be awesome. That felt like a teacher. That would be awesome, you guys. But with all of these skills, you don't need a specific technical training in order to teach other people. All you need is a device to connect yourself to the world of the internet and a microphone. And Preply provides a bunch of different tools and different whiteboards and just ways that you can teach. But I could have definitely used a website like Preply when I was learning Spanish in high school, because learning different languages, it's hard, and I wish I had something like this. So if you have these skills to offer, why not put them out into the world and earn some money while you're at it? An English tutor can be earning on average anywhere from $10 to $100 an hour, which is crazy. And this all just depends on the skills that you're giving out, just the value overall, the length and time that you're giving value out, and just everything with Preply just depends on what skills you have to bring to the table. If you find a bunch of students that become your regular students and keep returning to you, then you could be making a decent amount of money over time. Think about your favorite cartoon in the world. Think about a cartoon that you watched as a kid, or maybe one that you still watch today. I've recently been watching some SpongeBob, I'm not gonna lie. But one of my all-time favorite cartoons is definitely going to be Adventure Time. So if you have a favorite cartoon, comment it down below. But behind these characters that we all know and love, such as maybe SpongeBob, maybe some of us don't love SpongeBob, they find him annoying, but there are people behind those characters that simply voice them. But for this next at-home job, I'm talking about being a voiceover artist, well, just being in your own home. And this is going to be possible through YouTube. Different YouTube creators are always looking for people to voice over their videos. And of course, this doesn't apply to just YouTube creators. It could be Instagram creators or TikTok creators or people with Twitter and X. I always say Twitter and X because I can't just say X because it doesn't sound right. Or like I said, different TV shows and animated series. There are so many different options out there to be paid to be a voiceover actor. Also, I would like to say one of my favorite games, Life is Strange. I don't know if any of you have played it. Life is Strange is the best video game out there. Best one I've played. It's just an interactive story where you can make all of your own choices and it's like watching a movie. But behind all of those characters, there are voiceover artists. So needless to say, even in the gaming industry, there are voiceover artists to be needed. And this market is going to reach around 2.3 billion in the year of 2026, which is wow. Now, when it comes to being paid as a voiceover artist, we can see the average pay rate is going to be $20 an hour to $200 an hour. And this is just all depending on the type of work that you're doing, the audience that you're presenting to, and just all of those factors. But a really good platform to be hired as a voiceover artist would be voices.com. And there are over 42,000 different companies out there looking to hire different voiceover artists. You could potentially be in the next Adventure Time, even though Adventure Time isn't going anymore. Maybe there would be something like it, although nothing will compare. But all you need for voiceover acting is just going to be simply a good microphone. The Fifine K669B is a microphone that only costs around $30, so that's a really good starter one. And then you're going to need to record a demo to just show people what your voice sounds like. And then even more power to you if you can do different accents and just talk in different age ranges. I would love to talk, have I ever talked about this? I would love to talk in an Irish accent. And if you want to improve your skills even further in the voice acting world, there are so many different tutorials just on YouTube that are free, or you could find different courses online as well to just expand your knowledge. This can be kind of a hard industry to just jump right into. However, if you check out like Fiverr or Upwork, there are just YouTube channels that are in need of a voiceover, so that could be a good place to start as well. But if you're interested in this niche, I say go for it. I honestly think it sounds super cool, and now that I'm talking about this, I kind of want to do it. Okay, so earlier we talked about transcribing videos, but now let's talk about translating videos. So again, if you have the ability to speak in multiple languages, this one might be for you. Because a lot of the time there are YouTube videos or just television series or whatever, they're being made, but they're looking for people to translate this audio so a wider audience can enjoy the content. And Rev.com is going to be a website where you can, as well as transcribing videos, you can also be translating them. For example, for languages such as Hindi and Spanish, you can be earning around $5 per minute that you are translating something. And then languages like Russian or German or French, Chinese, and Italian, they are going to be offering around $8 per minute. And then for Korean and Japanese languages, that'll be $12 per minute. There are so many different languages out there that you could be translating if you have that skill. And the good thing about a job like this is you can work as much as you want or as little as you want, because you can just pick up projects here and there. And if you can type very fast, then you're in luck, because you could be getting this work done even quicker and then be making more money. Some people can even be making around $900 a month just by translating or transcribing something on Rev.com. Now, if some of you remember at the beginning of this video, I said stay tuned to the end because I've saved my favorite work from home job for the last topic that we're going to talk about, as this is what simply got my brother's business started and something that he got me started with, which is going to be a YouTube. YouTube is truly a working platform that just has not given up. With just around 6 months of doing YouTube automation, you can be earning more than 99% of other users of the internet. And from what my brother has taught me, YouTube is just the best platform to be making money on. And a lot of the time when somebody says a YouTube channel, other people can get scared because they can be thinking, well, I don't really want to sit in front of a camera and I don't want to show my identity on the internet. And let me tell you, that is perfectly fine. Because you could start with just making a faceless YouTube channel, or if you're comfortable, you could sit down in front of a camera like I'm doing. But when it comes to YouTube, the first step is always going to be choosing a high-paying niche. And that's going to mean niches like finance, psychology, relationships, or health. And of course, there are a lot of other niches as well. Those are just a few of the high-paying ones. And then you could also use a tool like vidIQ to search different keywords that are more popular and just overall analyze different trends. And this can be helpful when you're coming up with ideas on what type of content to create. And something with YouTube is you need to be consistent and post on a schedule. Because something that my brother said in the beginning of YouTube, it's just basically a number game. Because the algorithm is going to eventually pick up whoever's numbers are going the highest. So if you're making sure to post around 2 or 3 times a week, this can really boost the performance of your channel. But on top of that, you need to be creating content that is overall entertaining and giving out value. Because for me, when I'm watching a YouTube video, most of the time I find myself paying a lot of attention to the editing and just the overall value that the creator is giving out. And then of course the script writing is super important, and then as well as thumbnails, that's what gets viewers to click on the videos. So if you get further on down the line with YouTube and you start making some money, or you just have some money to put into it initially, somebody like my brother, he just pays for other people to edit his videos and create these thumbnails, because then he can sort of pay more attention to other aspects of his channel while not having to worry about any of that. And if you want to hire different editors or just people to help with your channel, you can find people under $50 on places like Upwork and Fiverr. However, if you don't have the budget to do that, that is totally okay as well. Because for example, you could use ChatGPT to help you write scripts. And then you could use 11 Labs for different voiceovers, and InVideo for different video creation, and just there's so many different tools out there to help you create these things. And then you could also use Canva to create your thumbnails, and just it goes on and on. So all of these at-home jobs that we have talked about today are a great way to be making some money online. But like I said, overall, YouTube is going to be my personal favorite choice, as it's proven itself time and time again to work. So if you want to learn more about how to make money with a faceless YouTube channel, make sure to click on this video right here. It is my brother's video, and it's basically like a free training course, and make sure to click on it. He gives a ton of value on how to get started with these types of channels. Make sure to click on it, and we'll see you guys there. Thank you, bye!